Well, hello again. It's me, Bob Ross, and I'm here to talk to you a little bit more just about adjectives. And of course, I love adjectives as a painter because adjectives are colors, and I work in colors. That's my life. Anyway, I just wanted to pull up here one of my favorite paintings. I remember painting this back in 1984. I titled it "Mountains and Stuff." And right here in the center, I like to think of this as just a family of mountains. Now, I'm going to use some adjectives here as I describe these mountains. So pay attention. See how many adjectives I end up using now. I think in the middle here, you got a nice, big, strong daddy mountain. He's jagged and rough around the edges, but he's tall and he stretches out to the sky like a man who wants to say, I'm here, everybody, look at me. Over here, you got a nice mommy mountain. She's just leaning to the side of the daddy mountain, and she's soft and demure, and but she supports the daddy mountain here. And it's a nice little slope where the skiers can ski. Over here, I think you got well, as you look down this peak, I like to think of these as is the baby mountains here. There's one, two, three, four, maybe five babies, and they got a big family, and all those baby mountains are bright, bubbly, energetic, peppy, and you can see the way the setting sun is reflecting off the glistening snow. It's bright and pretty, happy little mountains. Over here's the mother-in-law, and nobody likes her. Okay, now take a look at these two fellows over here, these two trees. They're beautiful brown colors. They got some nice little limbs stretching up to the sun, and they're good friends. They're the best of friends. You might say, is I heard some of the kids say one time, BFFs. If you look back in here, we got a rushing mountain stream here, almost a rapids, and the water's rushing and bubbly, and you can just almost hear it, can't you? Some beautiful fall colors here. I'm going to show you some fall colors in just a moment. I would say that here we have kind of what I would call a persimmon, and here's a sap green and a yellow ochre, and then we have a strange little fellow back here, and I think he's maybe some kind of a creeper, and he just looks weird and twisted, and you probably better stay away from him. I'm going to show you some of my favorite colors. These are ones you may not have heard of. Let's start with periwinkle. It's a nice light blue, almost got a little bit of purple to it. Maybe it's the color of some happy little wildflowers. Oh, here's another one of my favorites. It's persimmon. It's kind of almost says here one part orange, one part red, one part blazing sunset. It's bold and passionate. Now there's some nice adjectives. It's the color of the autumn leaves, or maybe a nice scab. Ooh, what do we got next? It's time for cerulean. I like cerulean. Now that's a color with some depth to it. It's almost kind of like the sky when you think, well, maybe it might rain, but it might not. And maybe I ought to just take my umbrella. Oh, that's what I would call cerulean blue right there. And then we got chartreuse. Chartreuse is kind of where yellow meets green. It's kind of like a beautiful spring sapling. Like if you take a stem from a budding tree and you break it open, that color there. You look at it and you kind of like, it's not green, it's not yellow. What is it? And then you think to yourself and you realize that's cerulean. And finally, one of my favorite colors, mauve. Mauve is kind of a dusty purple, and it's kind of the color of the sky during the setting of the sun, and the moon rises up, and you think to yourself, well, I guess I better settle in for another lonely night. Well, fellows, I hope that you enjoyed this little talk, friends. Tomorrow we'll learn a little bit more about adjectives. We've been talking about what they are, but now you're going to learn some ins and some outs of adjectives. I'll teach you some different techniques that you can learn while you're writing. And, if you mess up, it's not no big deal. You just happy little mistakes. That's what writing's all about. Sometimes you make a mistake and then you beat the devil out of it. All right. Well, that's all for now, friends. I'm going to play my little outro song here. I hope that you enjoyed.